What's going on there, guys? Clouded Truth here, and welcome to episode 2 of Russian versus American weapons. Today we're going to take a look at the engineer class and the two starting weapons to see how these weapons compare to each other. The AKS-74U is the default engineer gun for the Russian side. It has a rounds per minute fire rate of 650, that is second slowest in the engineer class, only to the Scar H. This weapon also has a 440 meters per second bullet speed. The max damage of this weapon is 25 up to about 10 meters, and the minimum damage is 17 at about 50 meters. The magazine size holds 30 bullets with one in the chamber for a total of 31, and the reload time, while you still have shots left, that will take 1.90 seconds to reload. If you have completely exhausted your magazine and chamber bullet, that will take 3.00 seconds to reload. Some good things about this weapon is that the iron sights are very good compared to most weapons in Battlefield 3. You should have no problem getting kills if you pick up this gun and use it for a match or two. Just kind of get used to how it looks and how it handles, and you should have no problem leveling it up and getting attachments. Also, the recoil is very controllable. You shouldn't have to be dragging the gun back on top of the enemy that you're shooting at because the recoil is so drastic. Some bad things about this gun is that the rounds per minute is very slow at only 650. There are many other weapons out there that have got a much higher fire rate, and just when it comes to close quarters fighting, you'll be at a slight disadvantage with this weapon as opposed to some other guns. Another bad point is the slow bullet speed. It does have a pretty high minimum damage, not way more than any other guns, but it does have a very slow bullet speed, so sometimes when you shoot a very long range shot and you think you've hit him but the guy may have moved just a little bit, that's because the bullet speed is so slow that even if you may have landed the target, or landed your bullet on target, the guy may have moved just enough to where you missed just because the bullet travels so slow. So the M4A1 is the starting engineer gun for the US side. It has a rounds per minute fire rate of 800 with a 580 meters per second bullet speed. The damage on this gun is 25 up to 10 meters for its max damage. Its minimum damage is 14.3 at 50 meters. The magazine size holds 30 bullets with one in the chamber for a total of 31. The reload time, while you still have bullets left, that will take 1.90 seconds to reload. If you have completely exhausted all bullets in your clip and the chamber bullet as well, that will take 2.60 seconds to reload. Some good things about the M4A1 is that the weapon does have a very high fire rate. You can keep up with many other engineer weapons and assault rifles, so there won't be many gunfights that you'll lose just because you cannot throw out bullets as fast as other weapons. Also, the reload time on this gun is very quick when you have exhausted all shots. Because of that quick reload time, you will probably win some gunfights if you have to shoot and then kind of put yourself around a corner, reload, and turn around and shoot again. Oftentimes you will have already finished reloading while your enemy is still reloading their weapon. Some bad things about the M4A1 is that the iron sights are very difficult when first starting out. If you just picked up Battlefield 3 and are trying the M4A1, the iron sights are going to be a bit of a struggle. Just keep at it and they should kind of warm up to you. But if you really don't like them, as soon as you unlock the reflex sight, I would recommend putting that on right away. My favorite would probably be the holographic scope, but the reflex sight also is a great attachment as well. Also, the minimum damage on this gun is not as high as some other engineer weapons. Even comparing it to the AKS-74U, the minimum damage on that weapon is 17. For the M4A1, it's 14.3. So it will take more shots to down your enemies at longer distances. Overall, I think these weapons are a bit more even than the M16A3 and AK-74M. I feel the M4A1 has a slight advantage over the AKS-74U just because of the fast fire rate and the reload time, but the AKS-74U is a very good gun. It's pretty darn accurate when it comes to ranges. However, just because of the slow fire rate and slow bullet speed, sometimes it feels like the gun is not performing as it should, but that's just because those two stats are a bit lower than some other weapons. Alright guys, I hope you all enjoyed, And be on the lookout for episode 3 in the very near future for the support class. And I will talk to y'all next time.